On today's menu is a healthy and nutritious dal recipe using spinach and red lentils. Hey everyone, Namaskar and welcome to Curries with Bumbi. We are taught by our elders to always wash lentils very well before cooking to get rid of all that dust and dirt if any. I always cook dal in my pressure cooker, but if you are not comfortable using this handy dandy gadget, then you can definitely cook it in a pot. I added 3 cups of hot water along with a little bit of turmeric powder and a little bit of salt. Then lid on and pressure cook it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, allow all the pressure to be released naturally and then open the lid of your cooker. Now I will highly suggest not to do a quick release whenever you cook lentils. Then using a whisk, stir the dal very well. I am using what is known as a dal ghutuni in Bengali. This was the first thing my ma had put in my suitcase when I was coming to the US, knowing full well that her daughter cannot stay a single day without dal. Okay guys, you need a smooth texture like this. Coming to the next step of the cooking process, pot on medium heat. Oil. Once the oil turns hot but not smoking, add cumin seeds. Allow the seeds to splutter to release their flavor and then add chopped onions. And you will be quite happy to hear that you do not need to brown the onions for this recipe. Yoo-hoo, that makes me happy as well. I sprinkled a little bit of salt to my onions. That helps the onions to soften down quickly. Okay, this is how the onions should look. Next, time for the aromatics. A good amount of chopped garlic, as garlic and spinach both complement each other very well. We also need some red or green chilies and grated ginger. Stir for a few seconds and then add chopped tomatoes, and I also like adding chopped stems of coriander leaves. You do not want the tomatoes to turn into a mush. I like to see those small specks of tomatoes in my spinach dal. Next, time for the ground coriander and then red chili powder, and finally the green beauties enter the scene. Okay, increase the heat of your stove to high and stir till the spinach wilts down and all the water that comes out from the spinach dries up. Guys, please do not put a lid on top. Do this on a high flame because you want the spinach to get fried. Okay, my spinach has been well fried and most of that moisture has disappeared. At this point, the dal tumbles down with all its yellow gorgeousness. I added a cup of water in my pressure cooker to get the last bit of all that gorgeousness. You can add more hot water if you think your dal is too thick. I like my dal to be of this consistency. On a high heat, allow the dal to come up to a rolling boil, but do not keep on boiling. Once you see those bubbles, switch off your stove. Okay, now do a taste test, and you must have observed that I haven't added salt yet. That's because I had already added little salt while cooking the dal. And spinach also has some salt content in it. So do a taste test at this point and add salt if required. I added a little more salt. Now since you see me plating the dal, please do not switch to the next upcoming video because I am not done yet. I poured most of the dal into the bowl, leaving a little bit in the pot. Why, I will tell you later. Coming to the best part of dal cooking. Pan on medium heat, and then a tiny drop of oil, and then butter. And don't ask me why, but my voice automatically changes at the very sight of butter. Add garlic before the butter gets hot. You want the garlic to get cooked as the butter warms up. In this way, the buttery goodness will mix with the garlicky goodness. Next, I added chopped dried red chili to get that smoky flavor and a pinch of hing, that is asafoetida, which is totally optional. Remember guys, stir just for a second after adding hing and then red chili powder goes in. You have to be very quick now so that the chili powder doesn't burn. Immediately add the coriander leaves. And finally, remember that leftover dal that I had saved in the pot? That goes in. And then pour this gorgeousness into your bowl of dal. Pour this over a bed of hot steamed rice, or you can even have it with roti. Pakoras or any vegetable curry goes very well as a side, or you can have just this with maybe a papadum. Please do not forget to smash that like button for me. Bye bye.